Welcome to Gettin Hard in Nate's Backyard. I'd like to welcome Mr. Mike Hoogaars.
Hey, what's up?
Mr. Dave Corpsey Mosimann.
Oh, hey there.
And Nancy.
Hello.
Thanks for being here, everybody. A few commercials. This podcast is brought to you by Right Hook Mics. RightHookMics.com. They design and manufacture the most badass microphones on the market. Did it sound like I was reading that? It's because I was. It's something Nancy wrote up. Combining good looks and great performance into a quality product with the retro look of a Shure PE55. There you go. Yeah, it's made by our buddy Big James. They're fucking awesome. Go to righthookmics.com, buy one. They've got the metal mic, which is the one we use. The drill sergeant, which is army green. They are taking orders for the 3PO, which is a gold version. And then the Stormtrooper. That's what you have, right, Mike?
Yeah, man, I have the Stormtrooper.
The white with the black grill.
Yeah, I love it.
Cool. Awesome. I used them recording to do some room stuff, and it worked out really good. I was surprised. They did their job. This podcast is also brought to you by Big Nate Productions. That is my company. Nancy helps me. Everybody helps. We do studio, recording, mixing, mastering. I do live sound, artist rep, booking, promotion. Get with me. We'll get some crazy shit going. We got some crazy stuff coming up. Wacken Battle February 26th, round 4, and then the Wacken Calgary Final March 6th, both at Dickens Pub. The Alberta Finals in Edmonton on April 18th. And this podcast is also brought to you by Calgary Metalfest. Going to be June 3rd through 6th this year. Full announcements March 1st. So with no further ado, thanks for being here, fellas. How you doing this evening?
Good, man. I just got back from snowboarding.
Oh, yeah? Where out?
Sunshine.
Yeah? Cool. How you doing, Mike?
Good.
Thanks for being here.
Fuck, man, those advertisements are a mouthful for you, hey?
I suck at this.
No, man, that's a fucking mouthful for anybody.
I'm trying
at that matter. I listen to a shitload of podcasts and like a bunch of satellite radio talk shows too, and goddamn, that's a mouthful.
Yeah, I try to. I don't know. I'm trying to get better. That's all.
You were fine.
Thanks. So you guys are in Stab.Twist.Pull. Can you tell the folks some facts they might not know about Stab.Twist.Pull? How long you been together?
This year will be our 10th year.
Fuck yeah.
Well, with me anyways, and I'm
that would be considered current lineup.
Yeah, it's like as close to an original member as you can get.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think
there was one little EP that was done without you, like in the 90s.
Yeah, and then yeah, we redid. Yeah, that was a long time ago for sure. But yeah, 10 years, and like any other band, man, it's been a struggle. But
yeah,
for some reason, this just keeps. It gets buried for a little while. Like, I don't mean buried as in member wise. I mean as in you go cold on your own scene for a little while if you kind of stay away from it, and it's a good thing to do that, by the way, I think.
Yeah.
And then you come back with a bang if they're coming out with a brand new record, and that's what we're doing.
Fucking A, and that's March 7th at Dickens, right? The release.
Yes, sir.
Fuck yeah, and the name of the record is Lifeline. There's lots of rad hype behind that show. It's good. It's you guys seem to have taken the proper amount of time and steps to get this to really fucking blow up here. I can't wait for the show.
Yeah, to be honest, kind of stole a piece from you. I just promoting wise, we went in. We're like, hey, we're gonna basically just have two of us promote the shit out of this album, and we're gonna do it ourselves. And I mean, we have enough friends that love to back it anyways, but I mean, as in ourselves, as Corpsey and I have been doing the majority of the promoting. And when you do it yourself, you definitely care about it more. And we just sorry for saturating your market, everybody. But
yeah, sorry for putting it up like every day on Facebook. Just
That's
like,
just
come to
how it
this. Yeah, come to this.
Hey, man. What's their band doing? No, I think you guys are doing a great job. That's how it's got to be. I mean, unless you're hooked into the big crazy machine and, you know, like you owe them a whole bunch of money, they're the only other ones that can do it fast and quick and holy fucking in the papers. We can't do that, so we got to go out on the internet every day.
Yeah, and I also think we also had a budget going in for advertising. We sat down and like, hey, how much do you guys want to actually spend on this? This is how much we have in the band account. And long story short, we spent X number of dollars. I won't tell you an amount.
Yeah.
It's just it's worth it, man. I truly believe it's worth it. And it's been proven that like you just said, you don't need a big label backing now to do it yourself. There's your fans, there's people that want to help you out. Needless to say, if you tell them, you know, a really good, hey, this is the reason we want to do this as like a self-employed thing. One day, yeah, why not? Why don't you want to, you know, make music for a living? Yeah, but we're not yet, so that's how we're gonna have to kind of do things. Is pay to promote our own shit.
Well, that's right there, right away is like whoa, because who the hell has an advertising budget for their record? I mean, I think right there you're just starting out ahead of everybody. Well, I mean, you know, like we're all older now, so it's like we think of stuff like this. You know, think about those first albums you put out when you're fucking 20, and you're just like,
yeah.
Let's go, man. We're going to play Verns 9 times a month.
And then the best thing about it is we don't owe anybody for this record. Like, it's done. Everybody's paid up.
Man, there's like, I think a couple $100 left, and that's pretty fucking good considering how much we spent on this record. And
yeah, definitely.
And the reason we do all this, and the reason we took our time. The record clearly says on the back, like, 2014. Like, these have been printed that long, but if you, like I brought up before, if you want to do it yourself, you have to like really have a plan going in. This is how we want to do it. How many people do we know? Out of those, how many people do they know? We need to ask them to have a meeting to kind of, hey, we need you to get a hold of this guy, or please give me contacts. And that's why it's been about a year. It's been done for a year almost.
Yeah, no fucking A. Well, I mean, that's what it takes to plan, strategize something. So good on you guys for fucking doing it. It's sweet. And I wish you who else is on? I wish you the best of luck on your CD release. Who else is on the bill? Sonder,
Citizen Rage, False Flag, and Doberman.
Oh fuck yeah! It's gonna be a stomper.
Yeah, it's gonna be a banger.
Yeah, it's gonna be, man, gonna be a good one. That's for damn sure.
And we're giving away stuff too in between, just to make it more of a event, I guess. Like, you know, whatever. Yeah. So we
like what?
Oh, it's we wanted to make it like, hey, come celebrate with us. This has been a long journey to make Lifeline. Don't kid yourself. It's called Lifeline for a reason. There was many bumps making this record, but we prevailed. And wow, it's crazy we did. But yeah, we're giving away a ton of shit, man. I just once again asked my friends that I know that own shops and stores, and they're always willing to help you out. So yeah, we got stuff from Less 17, which is the old Source location on 17th Ave. It's my good buddy Zev's company. Go check it out. I'm a huge Air Max 90 guy. Listen to me right now. I took over your show with advertisements.
Oh no, go ahead. That's the whole point of this show.
Fucking hey.
We also, Nate.
Yeah, we also got Art School Skateboards, who's always been a backer of me, and I've always been a huge fan and friend of his, which is Mark Kowalchuk. Great guy. He does art for everybody, but he's hooking us up with a bunch of prizes. And then bongs and such, because 3/4 of our band are super into smoking the good stuff. One of them just kind of sits in the room while we do, so go figure.
Contact is cheap. I don't smoke weed. That's for dopers.
Yeah, I'll just sit there. That's cool. Just kidding, Corpse.
Yeah, totally kidding.
Fucking stoners.
Now we know him.
But yeah, so, and that going in, that's what we got going on. And we got a snowboard donated. It's not crazy. It's a Sims, but fuck, somebody will use it.
It's used, but it's free.
Oh, it's been used once, but we got it donated, so give her. We're going to give that away, and a couple other things that are kind of a surprise as towards like Stab.Twist.Pull merch. We came up with a really cool idea for you potheads, so
thanks, sir.
Yeah. They'll be available only that night.
Are you waiting to announce until then?
Or? Oh, you're gonna show up and everybody. It will just be free. It will be
fucking Stab.Twist.Pull volcanoes.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
they're $600
free. We spent $90,000 on giving people stuff away.
This band goes nowhere. We give everything away.
Idiots.
Damn it, we're so dumb.
Go there. You may or may not be able to win a volcano. It's unconfirmed. No, it's going to be a hoot. I am definitely going to be doing sound that night. I switched. I had to swap to...
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Cheers, man. No, I think I got the monitors in there down now. Finally.
Jesus, I'd say we just I just watched The Weir this weekend there, and my God, my ears almost fell off fucking driving home.
Dude, I haven't had to run the PA that hard since probably Sled Island 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was very,
loud.
very loud.
Dude, they all have double rigs. So there's a full stack for each guitar player, and then 2 15s, 4 10s, and a 15, or something. Maybe it's an 8-10.
Man,
bass player.
I've only been to one show in Calgary that sounded that close to that loud, and this was years ago at the Ship for Jucifer. And that whole back wall.
At the Ship?
Yeah, man, and the whole back wall was just because they're a 2-piece.
Don't you mean at the D?
No, I mean
you
at the
didn't?
Ship.
Did you see them at the?
I saw them at the D, but
that was
imagine a really small room.
Oh my God, that's unreal.
With the system of the Ship and Anchor, because it's pretty damn good there.
That is the fucking loudest band of all time.
Fuck, man.
I don't even know if you could hear
Dave's who was doing that? Zahn? Was that his name? Dave Zahn. He was a sound guy. Oh, anyways, man. Crushing. Shit was falling from the ceiling at the Ship. It was
I believe
ridiculous. Anyways.
When I worked with him at the D, he's like, oh yeah, once I hit the first note, like, turn the music off. And I'm like, well, just shoot me a flashlight or something and I'll turn it down. He's like, don't worry, man. You'll know. Because he sets up. It takes him like 3 hours to set up his guitar and bass rig, which is fucking
Jesus.
Literally, how big was that stage? 24 feet wide, 8 feet tall, all fucking amps.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
That was a great stage, by the way.
Yeah, for sure.
Shit, you could fit a lot of stuff on there.
They were hair was blown
too,
back,
right?
man, when they fucking hit that first note. Yeah, they're a 2-piece. They're actually a husband and wife.
Yeah.
The husband plays drums, and they have no fixed address. They just rip around in this
they're
RV,
gypsies, man.
And they with a fucking huge trailer full of all those fucking amps. Holy fuck! Wow.
Yeah.
That shit was loud with earplugs in.
Yep.
The loudest show I ever saw was Mersbow at the Palomino. It was fucking ridiculous.
Well, once again, a small room, and that system fucking gives her, man.
Oh, it was funny. I was standing at the side of the stage looking at all his meters too, and they're all just right within a milli-inch of clip. Like as loud as everything's just as loud as it can fucking go. But it wasn't clipping.
Nice.
Awesome. Cool. So yeah, that's March 7th. That's a Friday, right?
Saturday.
Oh yeah, duh. Saturday. Saturday, March 7th. At Dickens Pub. Check out. Is there tickets available for that, or is it all just at the door?
Yep.
Or can you go down there and buy tickets now? No. Just
they have them at Dickens now as well.
Oh, they have them at Dickens.
Yeah, they only have a few there, but we're running low. We're down to 36 tickets. Out of 200. So make sure you pick those up. Chris Hewitt kind of likes to run it. If you have tickets and you're not there by 11, fucking tough shit.
Yeah.
If there's people waiting to get in, then that's just how it's got to be. Hopefully it gets to that point. But.
We need a liner on the
the drive around next Sunday, because I've been having a few people kind of get a hold of me on the event page.
Okay.
And they're going like, I still need tickets. I'm like, well, come see me at work, because I'm
Isn't that rad? Doesn't it make you feel like a drug dealer when you have tickets and you have to run around town?
I look like a drug dealer.
That's what I love about
roll up and you're just like, hand somebody something, they hand you money, and then they leave and you leave, and
they're like, nice chops, bro.
Yeah. And the neighbors are just scowling at you like, oh no,
oh god, they're here. Hey, with Metalfest, it's hilarious. Like, I didn't do it last year, which was fucking dumb. I should have, but I'm doing it again this year. I get tickets printed for every show, like every stage. So this year I'll have 6 sets of tickets. So you got these bricks of tickets that feel like hash, and people are on your website ordering tickets.
And let's get something straight. You're slanging them way harder too, man. Than fucking hash or some cron. You know, you're like, holy shit, we really need these to sell.
Yeah, fuck yeah. So, and I remember doing that, running around town. And
by the way, before we go any further, I got to give you a mad shout out because I rarely do it. With Calgary Metalfest, dude, you've done something like incredible for Calgary. It's where one person kind of retired and you kind of took over for. Not to say you worked with her heavily. She was a wonderful lady.
Yeah, Teresa.
Yeah, she's awesome. Kind of out with her because she kind of started the whole thing, and you kind of took that crowd from her and built on it, and kind of opened up a whole new thing for the Calgary scene. So yeah,
well, thank you.
You don't hear that enough, man. But
cheers.
As a Stab.Twist and Stab.Twist member, fucking thank you.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, cheers. Yeah, I'm trying. I mean, my budget is a meager, poor sound guy's budget. So
hey, man,
I can't get the fucking huge bands I want. Like, I'd love to have huge, massive, crushing headliners every year, but hopefully next year for 5 we'll have huge, crushing, massive.
I don't need. Yeah, I just think it's about like a community wanting to support, anyways, man.
Yeah, no, that's
really.
I'm just trying to get the bands that are like working and doing it together, and that. I think. To me, there's a little bit of this. I think I talk about it every podcast, but it's like 16,000 people sold out at the Saddle Dome for fucking Black Sabbath, but it's hard to get people for a local show sometimes. Where's the disconnect? Let's try and
see that. I think that whole crowd
that would be neat.
Oh no, for sure. And sorry for talking over you, but. This just came up last night with my wife over a glass of wine, and we're kind of looked at it the same way, and we're like, I'm going to go 70% of those people that are there could really give a flying fuck if they're there to see Black Sabbath.
That's true. It's just kind of fucking
it's very corporate,
neat.
Those things.
Yeah.
But 30%, hell yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
And I think we kind of get stuck that on local shows, maybe Friday, Saturday, and since I moved, I've noticed, like, the last couple of months I've been making more of an effort to get out to shows. It matters, like it.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people like me live in the burbs and go, oh man, it's so hard to go downtown for this show and get home. But once again, just plan that shit out, man.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And it's worth it.
Calgary is a challenge. Geographically in itself, it's so fucking same square area as New York City, 1/10 the population, so everybody's all spread out. And
the public transit closes
blows fucking goats. Like, anyways, whatever. But yes, to go off what you're saying there, I think I'm trying to get bands in regionally, so basically, from neighboring provinces and around as far as I can and stuff, and I think that they don't get seen as much as, like, that's what's cool about the festival is it becomes an event, so lots of people go, so bands that don't get to be seen in front of a big crowd do, which is neat. Like, even though they're not like signed to a label and like huge and touring all the time, they are still putting on their own tours and they are still working. They just kind of haven't gotten the fucking big recognition yet, right?
Yeah, no,
like you guys. Like, there's no, in my eyes, it's like, why the fuck isn't this band? I mean, not the kind of. Anyways, there's debate whether you would want to be, but it's weird to me that you guys aren't getting offers. And it's, if they don't start giving you offers, after this they totally do not have their fucking finger on the pulse.
Oh no, we are actually talking to 2 right now, but. Once again, yeah.
Well, there you go. Fuck, I just ate my
But we're man, I look at the bands that I'm really into, and I don't mean into music-wise. I mean just into, man, supporting in general. X's for Eyes, like I am totally about the let's do it for ourselves mentality now. And we kind of went in, even if we got an offer, we don't want that over our heads, man.
Yeah.
And like
you can do it on your own and be a success on your own.
And I was like, hey man, why borrow money from them when any one of us could easily go into a bank and get the same loan from our own bank, and do it a way smarter way than
have total control over
and I think these days you really need total control of your music and kind of who you tour with. Like a lot of these labels tell you, hey, this is the tour we just booked for you, or your booking agent, but there's now booking agents that go, hey, who do you want to see on this tour with you? And that's kind of more where it starts for bands, and I love that way, man.
Yeah.
DIY.
Well, and I think that's when, if you can develop in that world to as big as your tank will allow you to grow as the fish you are, that's when a label would be interesting. It's like, okay, now we need $2 million, but we know that it's, boom, like,
oh, for sure,
we'll pay you back in the first week. They're like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's when you want to get big.
Yeah. But those kind of options kind of happen
because
like this summer, unfortunately we can't name them either, but we got accepted to a bunch of music festivals, and this record has caught on to some people's ears that we never even thought we'd realize. But press kits, man, you send them out, you never know what the fuck's gonna happen. So
I agree.
We have this summer's gonna rule. We're looking forward to it.
No, good times. Yeah, fucking festivals. Kayaktis played all the festivals last summer. It was fucking awesome. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's a good circuit for sure.
Yeah. No, there's quite a few. I wonder if what was that one, Metal Wizard? I wonder if is it happening again?
Saskatchewan?
Anything yet? Yeah, it was in. It was by
Saskatchewan, right?
Just outside of Saskatoon.
Yeah, on an acreage. Yeah. It was small but fun.
Yeah, and that's where those festivals start. Like, kudos to those guys too. Like, they're once again building or not building, but making the scene better for everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like Stu Block got back on stage with Into Eternity. That was fucking nuts.
Yeah, like
that was crazy.
That was
set,
cool
man.
to see. Yeah.
So I love it when neat stuff happens. I'm gonna have. I should tell everybody that I'm gonna have a special guest on the podcast soon. Mr. Jason Rouse.
Oh, fuck!
On April 1st of all days. Hopefully he's not kidding. But he said he's coming on the podcast April 1st. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Being a band that has opened for him twice.
Yeah.
Holy
what was that, Metalfest 2, where all us bands
Lock up your daughters.
All us bands played. It was Kayaktis, Stab.Twist, and who was the other one?
His last words.
No,
Exit Strategy.
Yes.
Oh, Exit Strategy.
Yeah. And Jason Rouse was like right after.
Yeah.
And then
he was in the middle.
We played another show. It was like We Found the Body. Us. I think that might have been for something happened. Well, obviously both shows were kind of through you. Man, Jason Rouse. Yeah, anyways.
That one he did at Metalfest, though, because I think he only had like 20 minutes or 30 minutes at the show you were talking about, the Stetson. But that one at Metalfest, he had 55 minutes. We were looking at it the other day. Holy fuck, I don't think I've ever laughed that hard in my whole life.
Jesus.
I've seen him twice at Yuck Yucks, too, and he wasn't even as close to as funny. Like,
no, man,
when you get a whole fucking hour, it's like he's rehearsing his special, I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah, you get him in his environment, man. He fucking loves the metal, so.
Oh, man, he was really funny. So, I'm looking forward to having him on the podcast. Should be neat. Right on. Do you guys have any other shows? You must have a whole whack of shows planned right now, don't you? Isn't there a bit of a little tour going on? After,
St. Paddy's Day.
St. Paddy's Day?
Yeah. That's down in Medicine Hat. That's with X's for Eyes, who will be here on the 20th, right?
Yeah, you guys are kind of crisscrossing, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're headlining that Medicine Hat show.
Yeah.
It's called the St. Paddy's Day Throwdown. So it's at Liquid Lounge in Medicine Hat. So it's X's for Eyes headlining. It's our CD release launch in Medicine Hat. Our homies in Morbidly Depraved who are putting it on.
Cool.
And Renzukin or something like that. Sorry, dudes. I can't remember your name, but yeah, it's St. Paddy's Day in Medicine Hat at Liquid.
Medicine Hat. Fucking get in your car and go watch them. Go watch them in Medicine Hat.
And there's pre-sales for that as well. So they're $10 and $15 at the door.
And then April will be, we actually got a show. It's a Thursday night at Morgan's Pub.
Cool. Yeah. That Liquid nightclub in Medicine Hat's a fucking cool venue. Have you ever been there?
Yeah. We've never played there, but we played Ollie's last time we were there.
That place was tiny.
So amazing.
Fuck, it was rammed.
People in Medicine Hat.
The Browns.
Throw down.
The Browns like headlined that show, and it was like kind of like a reunion for them. And they're like, I think people go by them by the fucking Browns. I believe, yeah.
Nice.
And it was 2 Calgary bands, us and the Reckless Heroes, and Morbidly Depraved opened the show, and it was rowdy as shit, man. Never sold that much merch still to date.
No.
Wow.
It cleaned us out. It was insane.
That's fucking cool.
Like one show, boom, done. It was awesome.
It seems like the hardcore scene is massive everywhere except here. Because last year for Metalfest, I tried to do that hardcore show. At Dickens, and it was like,
and you win some, you lose some. For sure.
No, I know.
Done.
I figured the bill looked good. It's just Calgary. Fuck.
Well, hey,
it was
man,
a Thursday.
We don't get to play the big shows in Calgary here either to get to open those shows. So we have homies in Lethbridge that always ask us to go open up big shows down there. And we're like, fuck yeah, we'll go. Vale Maya, we're on it. Let's do it. Yeah.
And what was that? Was that the Glass Cloud show?
Yeah, it was Vale Maya, Contortionist, Glass Cloud.
Fuck.
And us, and like
it was
rammed.
Awesome.
Thank you, Keenan. You rule.
Yeah, no, sweet.
And Regan.
Awesome. So, and then you said April 18th at Morgan's.
Whatever that Thursday is, I think it might actually be the 16th.
Okay. Well,
but yeah,
go to morganspub.com.
Yep. Thursday, and then we have a couple. We have a bunch of other ones that aren't. They're like 80% confirmed. So yes, Edmonton, we're coming your way. Medicine Hat, yes. Red Deer, yes. Just got to get confirmed dates. That's all.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Can't travel for free anymore. It's kind of beyond that now.
Oh no shit.
And got to break even festivals because we're on a couple, but we can't say which yet.
Yeah. Good.
Yep. That all comes out
around March 1st.
March 1st to the 5th-ish. I think a bunch of festivals are
15th,
releasing 8th.
I think, the 15th is when some of those other... I'm doing mine on the 1st, and then I think a couple other ones are doing the 15th.
Cool, yeah. So sometime in March, expect announcements. Yeah, we're stoked.
Well, that's fucking sweet. I gotta say, it was really awesome working with you guys on the record. We recorded, what was that, January 2014 when we recorded?
I think it was February.
Oh, yeah, it was right at the beginning of February.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just about a year ago, we started recording the record at Electric Park Studios, who Ian Dillon owns. He subs out to me. I talked about that the last podcast. Yeah, it's a cool place. It's not huge, but it works, and there's some good gear in there. So.
Oh, yeah, and the sound that comes out of it's great. So.
Yeah. And then Russ and I got too baked when we were doing guitar tracks or something, and we knew that somebody else was going to mix and master it, but when you finally sent it to Casey, he was like, "No, we got to redo these guitar tracks." It's like,
well, he just gave us a whole different idea. Yeah. It's kind of why we went with that.
Like we overlaid some stuff.
Yeah, he was like, "I'd really love to do layers because you only have one guitarist."
Yeah,
and we were like, "Yeah, fuck, man. If you got ideas, let's throw them our way." And
yeah, for sure.
There's like 3 songs actually on the new record that in certain parts have like 2 guitars for layering. It's it's all us, so it's great. Like, unfortunately, we can't do that live, but yeah, we were like, if we ever wanted to, we could, sample it on a sample pad or
that was something where I learned big as a engineer. I mean, I should have known this already, I guess, but I figured because what we did is the idea when we went in was we pooled all our gear so that we could get like
sorry, hand signs there.
That's okay. We pooled all our gear so we could get like a huge sound. That was the theory going into it in my head, was like, let's pool all the gear. But we'll only have to do one guitar pass because it is one guitar player, but I'll mic the fuck out of the cabinets and we'll have double cabinets. We'll have everything. It'll be this fucking crazy wall. Well, that didn't really quite work out in practice. With guitars, you got to have 2 layers. You just got to have 2 layers.
Well, and then the other thing
that's what everybody does.
They added some stuff, and then because we weren't in the studio anymore, then like they kind of recorded it with Casey, but then trying to get the 2 to sound right. Because they weren't recorded in the exact same space,
Right.
It gave it that weird kind of, like, it didn't sound right, so we just
Yeah.
redid the whole guitars. Yeah.
No, fair enough. That's okay.
But drums, vocals, and most of the bass were all through you for sure.
All the bass.
Was it all?
All the bass. Yeah.
Yeah, I made Dave. I was
there that night. You made him.
I was harder on you than anybody else.
Bass player will tell a bass player. And then, we have
Don't
reviews.
record with a bass player if you're a bass player. It sucks.
We have reviews coming out that are like heavily on Corpsey. You'll see them in probably like the next 3 or 4 weeks, either on the internet or you'll read them. Heavily based on how the bass player sounds. So,
okay.
yeah, man.
No, it's all good. Fuck, I'm just glad it all came out fucking awesome, right?
Yeah. Totally.
Just because you make a plan doesn't mean it's always going to work out that way, right?
It's true.
That's just fucking how she rolls. And so Casey did a great job of working with Russ there to get some crushing tones and mixing and mastering that B up. That's I've heard it and it sounds fucking good no matter where I put it. So
yeah, that was kind of the deal. Like we loved this Reckless Life for that reason. You could listen onto your fucking laptop with no speakers, or you could put it through one of my car systems or somebody that has a crazy system, and it sounded correct no matter how. Like there's a lot of records of bands that I enjoy that, man, I listen to it on iTunes and I'm like caught off guard because it's doesn't sound the way it should. Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense.
For sure. I want to thank you guys too for fucking working with me on all your records. I mean, it's been fucking sweet.
Every single one.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. You guys are the best. You've put me over into the 5 digits every year. Whoa! No, but I love working with you guys. You're all awesome to work with, and you have a really awesome sound and killer tones and stuff. So
well,
it's a blast.
We've come a long way. Like we did Slaughterhouse for many years and kind of learned from some of Calgary's best, man. Like
for sure.
Slaughterhouse back in when we were pretty new, I'd say like the first 2 years that I was in the band, man, there was a lot of people jamming there, and we were all kind of connected and trying to build the scene. And you hear, hey, try this with your guitar, or hey, why don't you try this, or try that. And
from guys that aren't even in this genre, they're just like they're just educated, walking around, through, taking a leak, and they're like, "Fuck, I heard this. Why don't you try this?"
And people that are in the genre, even you can hear a lot of people jamming there when you walk down the hallways for sure.
That's how I got my sound, because you let me borrow your ISP beta bass preamp, and I was just like, fuck, now I have to buy one of these. God damn it.
Yeah, I should just become a dealer. Be like, no, we'll bring in the big stuff.
Did you do financing?
Yeah, right. I wish.
This is your first album with Dave.
Yep.
And
sounds great.
Oh yeah, agreed. He had a ton to do with the writing of this for sure. Like, he came in the band. We kind of gave him the offer because he's in another band called His Last Words. And we were like, hey, man, we're kind of thinking of doing this. Our old bass player, unfortunately, won't be with us in the band any longer. We came to you first. We'd love to have you in the band and give you that role. And he honestly had to think about it because it is a lot. Like, being in a band that is active. Working, touring, doing your thing is a lot of work. And we also wanted to make sure that it was okay with his other band. And he came back and said and first jam, he no shit Grounded? What fucking song did we write first jam with you, dude?
Grounded, yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah, Grounded, which is like, to me, probably like top 2 favorite songs on that record, just because it's, people are like, yeah, man, we really love the Southern rock, but we hear some of the other shit that comes from you. Why don't you do some of that? And this record's very, very diverse, I believe. Pretty biased opinion.
This Reckless Life kind of had a lot of Southern twang to it.
Yeah, it really did. Lot of that, and like,
which wasn't out of place. Like, that's what's neat about it.
Fuck
is cool.
Yeah, and we wrote probably 3 songs in this that are like straight in your face metal with a splash of like old school hardcore in the same song.
I think Danger is pretty Southern. Like, it's a little bit.
Oh
slower
yeah,
than the
Action
other.
Jackson's Southern and Pure Fucking Muscle's Southern, he means it's more of like this record's heavy. Like this record's life is very twangy for sure.
Like guitar wise, there's a lot of like. Near. Where now there's just those feels which are cool.
Yeah,
it's cool. I love it.
The guitar.
You guys
tone.
can play with "I Hate God." Maybe.
Sure, why not?
Why not? Yeah, go down to Louisiana, hang out, Mardi Gras, Fat Tuesday.
I like ribs.
All right, let's play a tune. Sever Those Ties off of Lifeline. Cheers. Fucking A. That was Sever Those Ties by Stab.Twist.Pull. When, where, and how can you get the Stab.Twist.Pull in your head?
So March 1st, we'll be putting Action Jackson up on Bandcamp. And then everything else will be available March 10th.
Where?
iTunes, Bandcamp,
Google Play.
The show.
The show, March 7th. Yeah, you'll get it before. Digitally will be March 10th. Physically in stores, locally March 7th. So Sloth will be carrying it. Who's always fucking helped us out as well. But March 10th will be iTunes, Google Play, Bandcamp. Yeah. So digitally March 10th.
Fucking A. Is that a Tuesday?
It is.
Yeah.
As we know the rule in Canada, that's release day. I don't understand that, but sure.
Me neither.
It's cool.
It's like that in the States, too.
Yeah, let's get excited, because Tuesday's the fucking release day. Couldn't make it a Friday, hey? You know, the States got it right, man, I'm telling you. With one thing, anywho.
Maybe Tuesday was just check cutting day back in.
Yeah, who knows?
Good call.
Times.
Didn't even think of that. Could have been like,
somebody needs to Google that.
Trade your food stamps in for CDs.
It was the last day before cutoff on the paycheck.
Probably.
So you release your album that
You release
day.
your album, your first paycheck is nothing. It's like, oh no.
Or it's $1 million. Are you guys going to do anything wacky like the X's for Eyes boys did? Or are you going to do anything wacky like that? Any plans? Are you going to, I don't know.
Like wacky as in coming up with a plan to...
No. Well, that is wacky nowadays. But well, I meant like they're doing the whole album for $1 thing.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. We're actually right in the middle of March to end of March. We'll be filming our video, and we kind of have some ideas for. We're gonna do like a video launch party as well. We might not even fucking play it. We'll just have a party for it and have a couple other of our friends' bands play it. But yeah, we got an idea for that to kind of who doesn't want a record for $1 or $2 or donation? You know, you can. So there's some plans for us on. We'll do it for like a limited copy. You know, digitally, we'll give it away for free, or we'll do some kind of contest. Hey, tell us your fucking shittiest date, and even if you send it in, we'll give it to you for free. Or there's a bunch of ideas floating around right now for sure.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, there's also an online contest right now with the CD release. Yeah.
What is it?
Well, basically, share it. Just share the event post, and you get your name in a hat. And then on March 1st, we'll do the draw, and you get 2 items of merch, whatever you want, and 2 free tickets to the show.
So share on Facebook. Are you guys on Twitter or what?
Yeah, we're on Twitter.
So does that include Twitter?
Yeah. Like, you can link it right from there, but generally, we asked originally Facebook, and then
it's just way
one of our buddies was like, "Hey, you should do Twitter too." So yeah, we're keeping track of both. Right now, we got about 13 people that are entered, which isn't bad. I mean,
fuck.
You listeners are probably like, "Fuck."
I got a few more than that.
Okay.
I got about 30.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm gonna sit down now and
except let's pull some of those names out of there, because if you're involved with this show, like if you're playing the show, sorry, I'm not giving you free merch.
Well, good job, guys. Fucking, it's a good idea. Got to get people pumped. Everybody's attention span is so fucking short now that you gotta do something to promote, right?
Oh yeah, and you need to remind them every single day, because even me, like, I'm like, fuck yeah, that's going.
Oh yeah, I gotta do that.
Oh yeah, that's probably what I should be doing.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's why Facebook's there. And now the way Facebook's all fucking weird. You put a post, you used to get like 1,000 views, and now they put an end to that. It's like 4 people have seen this post. You're like, okay.
Yeah, when we
so you change the algorithm, huh?
That's kind of the point of the online contest, is the more people that share it, the more people that see it. So, like, the first day I had it up, I need to been up for, 2 months already type thing. But we jumped from 1,600 views to 4,050 or something.
Yeah,
like
they've changed the algorithm. It's fucking
weird.
right?
Yeah, you gotta like out matrix the matrix. It's weird.
Yeah, life hack the fucking life hacker, hack lifer.
Hacking.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody needs to make a banned Facebook, but not Facebook, like another site.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it used to be really good for bands, and
oh man, it was fucking perfect. Like, and then MySpace went under, and they're like, oh, okay, well, now we rule everything. And
MySpace was figuring that shit out, because we've never had like a manager, so it's always been either me or somebody else in the band to do the MySpace, the Bandcamp, the Reverbs, the Facebooks.
Yeah,
holy fuck, man.
Yeah, I know that. It
not
seems like
fun. When it was MySpace, it was like, enter your code. I fucking know nothing about computers. I like completely understand how to copy and paste. So making our MySpace page probably took me like 40 hours, where it would take some dude where he knew what he was doing probably like 20 minutes. Fuck.
Yeah, I remember MySpace for that too. It was like code.
It's like, why is this photo over here right now?
Oh, I had a question there's an answer for.
Albums are released on Tuesdays because Billboard publishes its charts on Wednesdays. So if you release on a Tuesday, you get a whole 7 days of sales before the next chart.
Yeah, fucking Billboard. That's why. I know. I always watch what the Billboard Hot 100 is doing.
Yeah, me too.
I'm all over it.
I also listen to the what was that guy? Dick Clark's fucking Dick Clark's Saturday
Clark.
morning radio show. Rock and roll
Honestly,
radio
man,
show.
as a fucking adult, and your name is Richard, why the fuck would you go by Dick?
He's that
Come
old,
on,
man. He's that old.
Sweet. What old
He's like
fuckers did?
150 years old. Isn't
Old
he
fucker-
dead now?
Old fuckers didn't realize that Dick was something back then. Come on, man. I think Dick's been a word for a while.
Well,
Dick Clark.
Dick
come
Clark's
on.
dead, so maybe
Oh,
he was
shit,
the last Dick.
Sorry. It's definitely not the last Dick.
There are people that still walk around calling themselves Dick. Yeah,
Dick.
it's pretty fun.
Unbelievable.
Dick Trickle.
Oh.
He died in
Yeah,
2012.
Dick Trickle.
Maybe that's what the maybe that's what the Mayan calendar was talking about. Dick Clark dying.
Yeah, he was old, man.
There's no New Year's Eve celebration without Dick Clark's New Year's, right?
Oh, Christ.
Oh, snap.
Now it's Ryan Seacrest. Everything's
Whoa.
fucked. This is a new world, boys.
Blown.
The Mayan calendar is the Dick Clark calendar. It's fucked.
He was their last god. Well, fuck, I don't know. Is there anything else? I feel like I ask this question every podcast.
Oh, that's okay. Man, if you haven't noticed, everybody, I can talk for fucking days. I'm a front man. That's kind of our shtick.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not stupid. But yeah, I'd like to actually talk about some local bands that are kind of on the uprise and taking it a little more serious. Like I said, we've been a band for 10 years, and I'm still having a hard time. Lots of people are taking it super serious now, which is rad, man. Like there's more acts coming from Calgary, more bands coming from Calgary that are doing it, man, and I think that's fucking great.
Yeah,
I don't know.
the scene kind of feels hungry again. It's awesome.
Yeah, it kind of took a couple
There's
years of
some-
very just bleh, yeah, we'll tour when we get it, or fuck it, we're taking the summer off, or bands breaking up after 6 months. Oh, we didn't hit the charts. Like now, it just seems like people are like, well, we just we want to do what we do, but we also kind of want to take it a little more serious and tour and go to town and play gigs out of town, which is fucking fantastic.
Yeah, there's a couple bands out on huge tours right now.
Thank fuck.
Yeah, Citizen Rage
Yeah.
Yeah, our boys in Citizen Rage,
Yeah.
fuck yeah.
and Electric Revival.
Yeah.
Are they? They
That
have a
was a-
tour going?
That was the tour
That was the
kickoff
tour
last
Tour
night.
kickoff.
kickoff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, they were great.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
are
they're good
poised to. They're
Nancy
working
took-
hard. They're working
Nancy
hard.
took Carlin, our last podcast guest, down to that show last night after the podcast.
Yeah. I'm
I
glad
stayed
we
here and
went.
nerded out. I just wasn't safe for human consumption.
Oh, I
totally
know
would've
all
been there,
about
but
that, man.
I had to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning, so it was like, shit.
I'm sure Corpsey
Okay.
could tell you some Lethbridge stories after we played with
Okay,
Val.
what's the craziest tour story? There's a question.
Oh,
What's the
this is a
craziest-
good one, but
Hoogz bought me breakfast because I cleaned up his dinner.
it was
Well,
more
I think
than
everybody
dinner.
just
Okay,
filled all those blanks
yeah. Hey, man, we all get fucking shitty on tour for sure, but
That's right.
that was brutal. So yeah, that was
Thank
a bad
you,
one.
Raul. You're awesome for
Yeah.
putting us up.
Yeah, sorry, Ro.
Where did you puke? All over his house?
No, way worse.
Where?
Check this out, man. So out of the kindness of his heart, he always gets us like a trailer, and it's pretty new, and he puts it in his backyard, and because he sells trailers. So we fucking hang out in there, man. And he's like, "Hey, yeah, it sleeps like 6 or 7, or sometimes he gets us ones that sleep like 10." Anywho, this was a beautiful trailer. Idiot me after Veil of Maya. Or while Veil of Maya, after we played, I decided to have some Caesars that
Oh,
started out as
Caesars.
doubles.
I've been
And then
there.
I think I was like, I don't know. I don't think I was flirting, but some of my band members were like, she was old and you were being super nice and flirting. And I'm like, I wasn't flirting, man. I
She
was
was
just
hooking
stoked
you
to be.
up.
Fuck,
Yeah,
man.
those were like
Trying to
half
work with
and
the
halves.
fans.
Yeah, man. I was just, we were selling merch. We were doing well. I was
You got to work the crowd.
in the spirits. Fucking, they killed it for our set, which was sick. Yeah, and then she started pouring like half and half Caesars. And then like those half and halves turn into like splashes of fucking Clamato, man. Yeah. And then, yeah.
She was getting hard.
So that story kind of turned into me blurring out a bit. After the show, though, I was good until after the show. It was like 1 a.m, and Keenan was like, "Hey, let's go to the bar," and I'm like, "Fucking."
Are we at a bar?
Yeah, kind of. But a bar by what's that bar called that we love there, man?
Was it Pops?
Pops.
I think it's Pops.
Yeah, fuck yeah, Pops. Shoutouts to Pops, man.
In where?
In Lethbridge. Yeah. So we went there, had a pint or two, passed out basically on the fucking table. Was still on decent behavior, I guess. So I asked my bandmates. And then, we got back to Raoul's. I went into the trailer. Didn't come back out. Boyko went in. Came out fucking gagging. And then Corpsey went in to look.
Yeah, he doesn't handle puke well.
No, but in your own defense, though, it was like this magic puke because, like, you were, like, laying in the bed and there was nothing on you and there was nothing on the bed. And it was like, it just, like, leapt, like, 6 feet out of your mouth, hit the, like,
did a
wall,
perfect arc.
And then, like, just went on the floor. So it was, like, totally fine. Like, it was just on, like, lino and, like, like a metal door. But
yes,
it was,
ladies and gentlemen, I am good at barfing.
He was trying to hit the door. He was trying to get outside.
It was like the Kennedy assassination of vomit.
The magic puking. It did a corkscrew 4 times.
Yeah, that was Dave's first,
didn't hit a single piece of upholstery. It was
first show too, out of town show. I think.
Yeah,
we're second because we played the week before.
Oh yeah, because that's when we got the show. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Dave, you have a 7-string bass. Tell people why that is fucking what?
Basically, I saw the dude from Vale of Maya, his name is Dan Hauser, slay this thing, and then I just wanted one. So I tracked down some people, and they were like, okay, well, Ibanez says Canada is getting 8. And I was like, I'll take one. So I bought it. And it's pretty useless. I'm like,
it's almost like having 2 basses on one neck.
No,
it's not.
It's like having the low end of a guitar and then like a bass, right? Because you've got like, you can almost get 2 full octaves in one position, right? But like,
are you busking?
Yeah, see, this is where I kind of lose everybody and just sit back and smoke Chronic.
It's been great to play. It's super fun. It sounds fucking crushing, but like the difference between it and the 5 is like it's like hopping out of my Corolla and hopping into a dump truck. Like it's just massive. Awesome. So, but it's been really, really cool to like write with it because like it makes you think in different ways. Like I don't have big hands, so like pretty much anything past the 10th fret, like if it's, you know, not like if it's lower than like the G string, I'm fucked. Like I can't reach anything, so I have to transpose it up, right? And actually at the New Year's gig for His Last Words, I actually cracked the headstock on my 5 string. So I was like, okay, well, whatever, like I've got the 7, I'll just play that. But then I realized that I couldn't read some shit because my fingers are too short, so I had to like transpose it up onto like the higher end, like the high F and high C. But it worked out.
We're fucking losing listeners by the second now.
Sorry, I'm just a singer. I really don't know how to play any fucking instruments, but
I know what you're saying.
This is like talk at jam, and I'm a fucking space cadet when this shit happens, man.
Did you go to Victor Wooten Base Camp?
No.
Okay. I was just wondering. You should go to Victor Wooten Base Camp. No, you have to fly down to like Louisiana or wherever the fuck he lives.
Dude, I'm poor. No.
We're poor because we're in a band.
Fly down there and get him to sign it. I know a kid in town that did that, eh?
Oh yeah? He got Victor Wooten to sign an Ibanez? Not a fedora? Or yeah.
Dave, you're also in His Last Words. Tell the listeners about that real quick.
Oh, love that fucking band. So if you've ever seen His Last Words, you'll notice right away the front guy, because he's huge, and Richard doesn't look like a front guy. Like, he doesn't look like a lead singer. Like, he's not your typical... Oh, he's fucking awesome. But, like, he's, like, the most mild-mannered, nicest dude. And then you hand him a mic, and, like,
pure
it's
fucking
just like,
beast
oh
comes out
my
of his
God. Actually,
it's scary.
Yeah, I actually saw them. Like a show about 2 weeks before you asked. Like Hoogz actually told me to go try out for them. So he was like, hey, you want to get back into playing again? Because I hadn't played like with a band in like, I don't know, 7, 8 years sort of thing. And yeah, he was like, hey, do you remember seeing this band with this really huge dude? And I was like, yeah, his last words. He's like, yeah, they were sick. I'm like, yeah, just go do it. They're looking for a bass player. And yeah.
Yeah, that was me, wasn't it?
No, it was Mike.
No. I was a huge. Me and you
that
were
was
huge.
The Slaughterhouse, right?
Yeah. Remember, we were like, hey, let's go check this new group out that's jamming here.
Yeah,
and I went with you to check them out. And then I took Corpsey, because Corpsey and I have been friends for years and years. I'm like,
this
hey, man.
This was before he was in Stab.Twist.Pull.
Yeah, about a year before.
But for all you people out there that don't know this, Corpsey has been on stage with Stab.Twist probably like 5 or 6 years ago. He used to be our bass player when we played 2 tracks as a 5-piece.
Yeah, you took your bass player and made him a rhythm guitar player, and then Dave stepped in as bass.
We did Watching the Devil's Work.
That was on that album, right?
Yeah.
Watching the Devil's Work.
Just because we, to explain this a little bit, for all you people that aren't going to get bored with my talking, that's cool, man. I'll keep talking. I told you, I can fucking talk, man.
Yeah, we're only at like 58 minutes.
Perfect. Watching Devil's Work. So we had our kind of going through drummer problems just before that record came out. Brandon left us to go do other things, and we got Pat, who was in a band called New Face from Marley that we were super into. Nate and I actually were, because they were one of those.
I recorded them as well. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, and so we got Pat and Dave Bloom to record with us, and it was fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, Dave Bloom, right?
Yeah, like that. He recorded Watching the Devil's Work.
Right.
Yeah, and Pat was the drummer, and he did Watching the Devil's Work, the song, and In a Crowd of Few, I believe, were the 2 tracks he did.
That's a cool tune.
Yeah, so unfortunately, we knew we only had Pat for 6 months because him and Dave were best friends, so Pat was going to go to Australia for a year, and we kind of gave him the, hey, if we don't have anybody permanent when you get back, we'd love to have you back. But we were without a drummer and without our 5th, kind of member when we were doing 2 songs. So I knew Corpsey played bass, and people were like, Corpsey plays bass? And then right from then when he started playing, he impressed like Russ and I, because I never heard Dave play, and came up on stage and played a couple shows with us. It was rad, man.
I'm a closet player.
Well, right after what you were talking about too is when you got Ryan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
sorry, boy, I left you out.
First jam I ever had with Stab.Twist was Ryan's first jam team.
Oh, wild!
Yeah,
that's a wild fact.
Yeah, because we had this awesome show at the Hi-Fi that was offered to us by Sloth. He's like, "Hey, man, you guys want to play a sick show at the Hi-Fi?" And we were like, "Fuck yeah, man!" And it was a Christmas show, and we knew Boyko through Killikai, your old band, and Corpsey and I were huge fans of that band. And unfortunately, Killikai was just breaking up at that point. Yeah. And Ryan was like, hey, I'll fill in for you for that show, but we could do like 5 songs, and came and jammed twice. And Dave jammed twice for that show, and we fucking killed it that night. It was awesome. Yeah, right. And then right after that show, Boyko was like, I'd love to be your full-time drummer. And we were like, fuck yeah, man. You're in for sure.
Killer. Fucking A.
And then years later, Corpsey shows up with this banging ass fucking record called Lifeline, full time.
I wait a really long time to get anything done.
That's not true. You're just picky, which is fair. Or like, hey man, I'll say I've said it once. I'll say it 1,000 times. It's hard to actually support your friends if they're in a band, because it's hard to get on fucking stage sometimes, man, when you're not used to this shit. And like, not that I'm a fucking pro by any means, but I think 10 years is a pretty good fucking base for me to probably played 500 shows now, or 600 shows. Not giving advice, but it takes a lot of balls to get up when you're a new band, and like, it's not for everybody. So if your friends are doing it, like, support those guys. Those bands turn out to be some of the fucking craziest bands, man.
Well, and it seems like they either go your way, which is the awesome way, or they pull a Sin Given. Remember that show? Were you in the band then? No, that was still when Scotty.
I remember
that's the
that.
one show I've almost been to almost every Stab Twist show because even when
Nancy doesn't want me to tell that story.
Oh, what Paul wouldn't give a fuck.
Oh, who cares?
I love what Paul. He's a great.
Yeah, no, we got a really high guarantee to play with this band. I knew pretty much was gonna. Anyways, we played with this band, and they were train wrecking, and like they hired us to do a show, and they had a budget for some reason, and we were like, yeah, okay. So, Stab.Twist.Pull and Kayaktis played this show with Sin Given in the middle. I remember you guys opened, and then Sin Given was playing, and they train wrecked like every single song. But they had pulled like 30 or 40 people from their office or whatever, and they loved it. And I remember about 40 minutes in, they're like, yeah, we're just gonna, after they had just train wrecked like 3 fucking times in a row, they're like, yeah, we're just gonna go have a piss and a smoke, and we'll be right back. And then Shay, my singer, like walked right up to him. He's like, no, this is not how this fucking works. Like, fuck, do you want to die? Like, we will kill you right now. Like, you are going to go finish your fucking set. Or, like, we're next, asshole. You know, like, fuck.
No, like,
and
that's
then I
the
think
one.
they went right back on stage, train wrecked again.
That's the one Stab Twist
Legendary
show that
show.
I missed. Because I pretty much have been to everyone anyway, because
Everybody
I
missed
used to be
that
the
show.
merch guy.
Except for all their, like, work friends.
I did not miss that show.
You saw that show?
yeah.
We had at least 30 people there for the two of our bands, man.
Well, yeah, we promoted it. We were getting paid buttloads of money for us. You know, for a local band, it was like, oh my god.
Yeah, no, but
we're
now
like,
those-
there's no way they'll accept this, and then they took it, and it was like, holy fuck, okay. Let's price ourselves out of the market. No,
Here,
they took it.
I'm gonna take a big stand on this too, while we're at it, because it just popped in my head. So, as being a band, and you ever get this offer like, hey, you can get tickets, and however many tickets you sell, you can keep the money. I'm sorry that I'm taking this stand, but that's a promoter being fucking lazy, man. Like,
oh, that's what I do every time.
no, I don't mean that.
You mean where you have to give money to the promoter?
No, I mean, you can keep the money, sure, which is great. Like, keep the money, but you can only keep so much money. Like, don't fucking get into that, hey, if you sell 30, you keep 15 shit. That's bullshit, man.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Keep the money. Oh, yeah. No. Don't. And there's these promotion companies now. I'm not going to name names because I don't burn bridges, but don't get sucked into that shit either, man. Like,
they're pyramid schemes.
yeah, fucking pay $100 to fucking play. Come on, bands. Like, even if you're a fucking 12-year-old or 13-year-old and you're playing a high school show, you shouldn't be paying to play that fucking show, man. Come on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll be straight up and tell everybody right now, Wacken Metal Battle is basically a fucking pyramid scheme. And the only reason I agree to do it and put it on is because they allow me to do the show however I want to do. I don't have to do it to their rules. Because if I did it to the official rules, it would be like, oh, Stab.Twist.Pull wants to play. Oh, you buy $200 worth of tickets off of me, and you can sell them for $250. Isn't that fucking awesome?
That's ridiculous, man. I'm sorry, but
So,
I mean, that might.
what I do is I'm like, here's 10 tickets, sell them, keep the money.
Yeah.
That's your payment.
oh yeah, no, and we kind of are doing it different, which is just to kind of give kudos for everybody that's going to support our CD release. We've always done this. Nate Kayaktis played last CD release, and we've played other shows that I've put on or helped really put on, and I haven't done one of these in years since the Hi-Fi. Like, those were kind of my shows with Sloth, but we're just gonna gather the money, and at the end of the night, it's fucking a straight split for all the bands. We'll do well on merch anyways, and I'm a big believer on, like, if you truly impress people, and yeah, you're gonna bring people out, those people probably won't buy your merch.
Yeah.
But if those people get impressed by somebody else you're playing with that night, well, they're going to go buy that person's merch, or at least be like, oh, fuck, hey, yeah, that was rad. I wouldn't expect that out of those dudes, right?
That's how every local show should be, man.
Yeah, I'm just going to split
all the way
man.
across,
And and bands have come to us and been like, I've had many meetings about the CD release. I'm not a contract guy. If there was bands that I was bringing out of town in, it would be all contract. But these are all my friends, and we kind of did it on a handshake. But yeah, we they're like, well, what if we sell 30? Like, can we keep $300? I'm like, do you honestly think you will make more money that way? If you do, then yeah, like, you can do it that way. Sure, man.
Yeah.
But you got to remember,
why not just split a whole bunch of money a bunch of ways?
Yeah. So
which could be more than that.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
And there's 2 bands that are probably going to end up doing it that way, and I'm okay with that. If you sell 25 tickets, I'll gladly give you your $250. I got no problem with that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's more of a like a community thing where this was like, hey, 5 bands, they're all friends of ours. Let's just split the fucking money, man. I don't.
Yeah.
Like, the record's basically paid for. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
It's by basically. I mean, like, if you're within $200 range, it's paid for, man.
You guys paid for it yourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the one that I find weird, and I've had a few emails from random things that I never hear from again, and they pop up, and then they're gone, like, a year later, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, when you start, like, reading it, like, and read all this stuff that, like, when people come out and they're like, oh, come play this, like, crazy show, whatever, right? And it's at, some bar that's bigger. And it's like, you have to give up 50% of your merch sales or whatever, right? Like, don't do that.
Yeah, no, and that's a lot of the university shows. Just to give you that, we love playing university shows, but we've been asked to play a couple Mac Hall shows, and it's tough when it's not 50%. You give, like, 20, 25, and I'm a believer. And if you're going to a festival and the festival's like, hey, take 5 or 10 or whatever, sure.
Yeah. Well, if they're hiring merch people to, like, move your merch for you, cool.
Right? I have a rad story about this. Kelly Kai played at Mac Hall, and
Iced Earth.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we opened for Iced Earth, and my wife JL was our merch person. Okay. And this Mac Hall guy comes up and he's like, "Oh, give me your merch, or give me the count, and give me your merch." And I'm like, "What? Is this a hijacking? Like, what the fuck is going on here?" I look at this guy like, he doesn't have a knife. And then I'm like, why? And he's like, oh, Mac Hall, we get 20%. That's just how it rolls. I'm like, do you want the fucking $20 now, man?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, you're not touching my fucking shit, okay? And he's like, whoa, don't get all pissy. And it's like, hey, don't get all pissy. You're trying to steal my merch and then take a cut off it without any fucking previous knowledge.
Yeah.
Nobody fucking told me about this. So, yeah, I'm going to get pissy. You're not touching my fucking merch. If you want $20, I'll give it to you right now. We're in the first fucking band. We got 6 inches at the front of the stage that we're fucking playing in. Nobody's going to fucking be here when we play. So if you want the 20 out of the fucking 200, there you go. Or out of the 100, we're going to sell $100 worth of merch. You want $20? I'll give it to you right now. Well, okay, like, you guys can just do it. Like, I didn't mean to make you mad. It's like, well, fuck. For me, it's like, we're a tiny band, a local band. Sure, you're on tour. You've been advertised, blah, blah, blah. This is how it works, fine. But a one-off I don't know.
Well, usually,
this guy could come on the podcast and explain it to me perfectly where I would understand, like, oh, we got to do it.
No, a lot of those shows, some of that money goes to the fucking student union.
No, a lot of most.
No offense, but
they're the ones that run the security.
No offense, but my wife went to the University of Calgary, and nobody fucking helped us, man.
No shit.
So
they have
bands pay to be in their own bands. So now
don't
you're
people have to pay to be in the students' union too? Like, isn't there a whole?
Oh, I don't. I mean, like,
I didn't go to university. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, university. What? Huh? We've never.
People that go to university have to pay to be in the students' union?
Oh, I'm sure it's in their
tuition. It's out of their tuition? Is it? Well, I don't know. That's a question I'm asking. I'm who the fuck are these people? All of a sudden, my brakes are going to be cut. Don't fuck with the students' union,
They're the invisible people that go around and slash your tires and give you parking tickets.
We started the CIA.
Yeah.
Okay, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end the official part of the podcast. We're all going to go have a pee break after some commercials. Oh, we have some facts here. Do we?
Yeah, there are fees.
Yeah, you have to pay to be in the student union.
Yeah, like $40-$60 a year.
Yeah, whatever.
What is a union?
So
You have to
before
pay
I
if
get
you're
shot in the head
Teamsters union.
Kennedy style, we're going to fucking end the official portion of this podcast. So we're going to plug everything again here real quick. This podcast is brought to you by righthookmics.com, BigNateProductions.com, and CalgaryMetalfest.com. Get your shit together and go check out all that shit and buy everything on all of those websites. Stab.Twist.Pull is having their CD release March 7th at Dickens Pub with Sonder, Citizen Rage, Doberman, False Flag, and that's it, right? And Stab.Twist.Pull. For the release of Lifeline, available March-ish, March 1st and 10th. Is that what you said?
March 10th online.
March 10th online.
March 7th.
March 7th at the show. Go down there, get a fucking disc, pay your fucking hard-earned money. These motherfuckers worked hard on this shit.
And Sloth Records.
Go to Sloth Records and spend all your paycheck at Sloth Records buying records.
His last words with X's for eyes.
His last words, X's for eyes. March
20th.
Yeah, that's going to be good. Go to BigNateProductions.com and check out all those dates. Where else are you guys playing? March 18th?
March 17th in Medicine Hat.
March 17th
At
in Medicine
Liquid.
At Liquid?
I don't know. Never been there yet.
And when's Morgan's Pub?
April
That would be the 16th. If
16th.
it was the day
Yeah.
before,
Yeah,
right?
it's a Thursday.
Awesome. So, yeah. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being a part of it, everybody. Thanks. And thank you guys for getting hard in Nate's backyard.
Oh, thank you. Didn't get soft once, man.
Fair enough. We may or may not continue doing this. So, if you still want to listen,
Oh,
you
come on.
could or could not. So, but this is the end of the official podcast. I'm going to play the song, and then we may or may not come back. Cheers. Thanks for listening. Go on Twitter and go to @Nate's Backyard
And get hard.
Get hard there. Peace.
Bye, guys.
Stab.Twist.Pull. At Stab.Twist.Pull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look up Stab.Twist.Pull. Stab.Twist.Pull.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's on Twitter, no dots, just straight Stab.Twist.Pull.
Fucking A. Cheers. Thanks for being on here.
Feel the road and go
We're getting re-beered. We're getting papered up.
Grinded up.
Getting our shit together here.
Getting hard.
Getting hard in Nate's backyard, yeah. This is when it really gets hard.
Need a beer, Nate?
Yes, please.
This is like Cialis hard.
Isn't that the...
Cialis Hooper?
Singer from...
Oh, yeah.
No, Cialis is like your alternative. Here's an advertisement from Hoogz from Stab.Twist.Pull. We got Cialis, the alternative way of doing Viagra. Get your Cialis. It causes 110 different side effects.
Including your dick falling off.
May cause blindness.
Yeah.
Blindness, deafness, and
seizures, strokes, holy
colorblind.
I love those American commercials too. When you watch them, it's like the list of side effects is longer than the actual commercial. I find that fantastic.
And it scrolls by like this, like done.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, this world we live in. Seems like backwards land sometimes. Seems like it shouldn't even be happening, but that's just me. So I had I wanted to bring up real quick when we mentioned Boyko. Boyko and I at that time also had a punk band called the Mad Gaddafis, and we came up with that name. We came up with that name when Gaddafi was still in power. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
3 weeks after we made that band, fucking Gaddafi was taken out of power. And it was a joke punk band with my old boss, Bob from the Slaughterhouse, and his buddy and my buddy, Greg Daly, who I'm going to have on the podcast one day.
I think they're still kicking.
And his name was Cialis Hooper. That's what made me think of that. Yeah, and he would...
nice.
We called it Gummer Punk because he would take his teeth out
and get, like, pretty fucking loaded before he got up there, too, and just give her, man. It was sweet.
We played that one show at the D2 there.
Yeah.
Punk
That's the one. Yeah, that was sweet, man.
Blew the crowd away. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah,
but we didn't win.
No, I think we did.
Oh, right. There you go. The band that deserved to win one.
But yeah, that band's still around. They're called Full Grown Delinquent now.
Yeah, and
right.
Tennessee, who used to play bass in His Last Words, plays guitar with them.
Guitar, too, in
my
His Last
husband,
Words.
Bill, is the drummer now. Replaced Ryan.
Right. Did he play the gig at
We fired
DC?
Ryan and hired Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill played that gig
times.
at D3. It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Those fucking old guys get mad when you're late, and that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, they've
well,
just
hey, man, as it should
blame.
be. That's like...
I agree.
That's kind of the golden rule, too. Like, why should other people fucking have to wait on you, man? That's bullshit. If you already have hey, this is when I'm going to be there, sorry, dudes, cool. But when you're like, hey, I'll be there at fucking 7:45 or 7:30 and you show up at like 9, hey, what's up? Yeah, no.
Well, we won't get too far down that rabbit hole. But
Hey, you just gotta be honest, right?
yeah,
You
just do
gotta
what
be
you
like,
say
hey.
and say what you do, and mean what you say and say what you mean. Yeah, I agree. Fucking A. Yeah, the Mad Gaddafis were fun. I wore a plastic bag on my head.
For only half the show, though, fucker.
Yeah, because it was
you got crazy warm and you took it off, and like
to stick
I'd
to my
never
face.
seen you fucking sweat like that before, man.
Well, he did have a
For
plastic
real,
bag on his.
No, that's what I'm saying. He had a plastic bag on his fucking head, jumping around, playing guitar.
Yeah, I was playing guitar.
Yeah.
That was the first band I played guitar in.
It was pretty sweet.
I wrote most of the riffs too. It was awesome. They have to give me credit on the record because they used some of those songs. They're best ones.
That's awesome.
I would say.
Best song ever.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I wrote that.
it's on
Greg and I
YouTube.
wrote it. Greg and I wrote it.
Yeah.
Is it on YouTube? Let's play it.
I took it up.
Oh, there's going to be a buzz. I'm probably not going to be... There it is. I'm not editing that out. I hope that didn't hurt.
Okay, it'll take me a sec.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah, they just recorded all that music, too. They just recorded that record.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard a mix of it the other night when I
I
was
actually
down
just
there.
bumped into Tennessee fucking at the mall. I was picking up my girlfriend from work, and he was walking with, am I going to assume his girlfriend or whatever?
He's the only Tennessee I've ever met.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Wild, eh?
It's an odd.
Is he,
it's an odd state name.
Is he
to be
really
a first
Tennessee
name.
though?
No, I think he's
like something else though, right?
I think he's from around here. They're just I don't know. We'd have to.
No, I just mean like, does he? Do you think his actual first real name is Tennessee? Like,
yes.
Oh, it is.
His name's Tennessee.
That's
Well, I won't
fucking-
say his last name. But
oh no, that's cool. Yeah, that's
for
incredible,
tax
man.
purposes.
That's incredible. I think that's awesome.
He's
Yeah,
known as
it's
Walter
Walter.
in the band. Interesting factoid.
Yeah, because all the old
Didn't
guys
like
have
Tennessee,
like
you know,
outrageous
it's Walter.
stage names, and then the young guy has
Too many
the old guy
syllables.
name.
These guys are too old to say syllables like that. Yeah, that when he did that set with his teeth out.
Yeah,
Oh, it was so good.
he did it at D3 too.
Did he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he put him in a drink? Because that was the original idea. Was that he would buy a drink and he would just put his teeth in the drink
I think he
and
might
do
have.
his set and drink out of it.
There was a lot of like really crazy shit going on. They were throwing like plastic fruit at people because they wrote.
Oh yeah.
Bananas.
Yeah, and
Hey, hey, you're a monkey. They threw up bananas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, hey,
And
hey.
the song called Fortune Cookie. They're great threw up fortune cookies.
What's the one that like? What's the one that sounds like it's like it's like a '50s like surf rock thing?
I
but it's
got a
actually
Woody,
about,
but I
like,
ain't got a
internet
surfboard.
porn.
I got a
Well,
Woody-
actually, that's not what
but I
it's
ain't got a
about.
surfboard.
When they first started writing it, they thought it would be, but
Oh, okay.
I got a Woody, but I ain't got a surfboard.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like long dick or long board, short dick.
Oh, that longboard short dog.
Long dog.
No.
Short walk.
That's long.
Long dog. Short walk.
Long.
Hong dong
Got it.
shung.
We should phone a friend here.
long board, short dick, bro.
Long. Longboard. Short.
No, that's the logo that Spastic Panthers went by, man. You wrote long board, short dick.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Out to you skateboarders out there.
Here we are. Are we ready?
Yeah. Hey, Mike, you were a fucking professional skateboarder for goddamn how long? Tell us about this shit.
Oh wow, this never
What the
comes
fuck?
up.
Actually, why don't you start about when you were a fucking youth motorcycle legend?
Oh
that,
wow,
like won a million awards.
Bringing this up, hey Nate.
Yeah, let's start there. Let's go
Hot
there.
liquor, man.
This is the unofficial. Nobody's listening to this. so it
Okay,
doesn't
cool.
matter.
Yeah, this came up at my wedding that Nate and JL were at. Thank you for coming, by the way.
Oh, it was
Wouldn't
great.
have had it
Thank
any
you for
other
having
way.
us.
And this fucking story came up. I never told this story. It's not embarrassing to me. It just never really came up. And people are like, fuck, why don't you ever tell that? Anywho, 5 years old. I'm Dutch, so BMX is huge into my blood. My dad was a European champion BMX racer. My older brother, Tim, was a European champion as well. He's 7 years older than me. Yeah. So he was 12 and he was European champion. And then when we were 5, my dad took us to Tennessee, which is crazy. I'm not even lying. Yeah.
Wow.
To go to the World Championships for BMX. My dad was entered. I was entered. My brother was entered.
Fun.
And I was entered in the 6 and 7 category. And they were kind of like, hey, he just kind of gets in. He's not too young. He can ride a bike. And my dad was like, fuck yeah, he can ride a bike. And my brother finished second, and I somehow ended up winning the World Championships when I was 5 years old. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fucking awesome, man. Good
Yeah,
for you.
so,
That's fucking awesome story.
Yeah, right after that, my brother and I signed to Norco Bikes.
Holy shit.
And I was world champion for a couple more years after that. And then my dad passed away when I was 10. And we had to give it up. BMX is expensive. And I was a world champion, and my brother was a European champion every year. He kept killing it until he was about 16.
Wow.
Yeah. And after that, we just couldn't afford it. My mom was like, hey, I'd love to do it. But I kind of got out of it and got into skateboarding.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Well, how old were you when you got into skateboarding? Like 12?
No. I was doing it at the time, so I kind of got into skateboarding when I was 8.
8?
Yeah, and BMX and skateboarding kind of back then was like, oh, but it wasn't. This was before all that shit. I'm pretty old, so I'm talking like 83,
Yeah.
84, 85 was kind of when I got into skateboarding, and yeah, I don't know, man. I've always loved skateboarding and even BMXing. I think it's great. Like, I got no squalls saying that.
Fucking A.
Yeah. So there you go. I'm a world champion BMX racer.
And so now tell us about your skateboarding career. So when did you got sponsored when you were 8?
No.
You started skateboarding when you were 8.
Yeah, I started skateboarding, and I did it all the way through. Not to rebel, like I lost my dad, and all my mom's friends were like, "Oh, he's rebelling because he's skateboarding." My mom was like, "Fuck, he's been skateboarding since like before that."
Yeah.
Because I did shoplift a ton, and I burnt some fucking parks down and shit after my dad passed away. But that's out of rebellion, man. I was 10. I didn't understand
that's
shit.
That's how Vikings do it.
Yeah, and I listened to a ton of metal back then too, man. Yeah, like I was a big Metallica guy back then, and my brother was kind of getting me into like Razor, and I don't know, he's a little older than I am, so he kind of guided me in the way of metal, and and then skateboarding.
And that made
took
you
over.
An arsonist?
Yeah, burnt my house down when I was 5 too, man. By the way.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, that's no joke either. My mom told that story at my wedding as well.
Holy
So
fuck.
when I was 5 years old, after I was won the award, my dad won this gold lighter from the World Championships for finishing second, and it was a trophy, and it literally had like a lighter on it. And I woke up 2 weeks later, kind of lit the tissue paper on fire at like 6 in the morning in our living room. It was the 80s. We had shag carpet in the living room because my dad was fucking big baller.
We need to lock our child in a cage.
I'm Dutch, man. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is.
Sorry, just kidding.
So my dad just finished building the house because he owned a construction company, and I burnt down the whole living room so you could see like completely outside.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, so
whoa.
Yeah, I was a busy kid.
And that's
man.
what got you into skateboarding, huh?
No, that's kind of got me out of my brother was like, "You're a fucking moron." He saved my life, man. He literally like ran into the middle of the fire and grabbed me because I was just standing there staring at fire. I don't know.
Well, yeah.
Maybe I was sleepwalking or
I
something.
did some dumb shit like that when I was 5. I didn't burn anything down though, but I lit stuff on fire.
Dude, I got a way dumber story, man. This is how kind of moronic I was as a kid. So the same house, my dad fixes the house up after I burn it down, and all that other good shit. Gets me into hockey, so I start like watching hockey and kind of get into like Superman and comic books. I'm like 7 probably at this time, and then this person across the street moves in and starts catching squirrels.
Okay.
Yeah, well, because squirrels in Ontario are kind of a big problem.
Okay.
In neighborhoods, and they're rodents and rah. Long story short, I would think it's very cool to put my cape on and fucking let these squirrels out of the cages for some stupid reason. And my dad found out, man, and like, I'm Dutch, so we come from like traditional background. He fucking gave me a good whooping for that shit, man.
Yeah. No,
He's like, that's none of your business. Yeah, dude.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
what you
we
should.
needed him.
Yeah,
I think.
no, oh fuck yeah. Hey, dude, I almost burnt my house down. I burnt a couple parks down. Got caught stealing a shitload of Iron Maiden tapes at Kmart. Like, I was a shitty dude, man.
Yeah, I know. I remember being 5, and at the time, you're like, I'm being shitty right now.
Oh.
I openly know
very-
I'm doing this, and I'm just being shitty, but I'm 5, so what the fuck? Yeah, maybe that's why my brother hates me. Just kidding.
Oh, man, my brother and I didn't talk forever, probably because of that. He's you fucking little bastard. Yeah, I've done some pretty
C'est la vie.
wild things, man.
That's fucking nuts.
Played junior hockey, too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Were you like...
I played semi-pro hockey for a year when I was 20.
Jesus Christ. We got your stats up.
Couching Terriers?
The Couching Terriers. So it was tier 2 junior A. So if you want to go scholarship route to the States, you play tier 2 junior A. And not in the OHL, which is
Goals, assists.
so the
21 games.
Yeah,
7 goals.
7 goals. That's
5 assists.
5 assists.
So
12 points.
That's another story. Before this, because I got traded there right after Christmas, and I was playing in Fernie, British Columbia, man, and tier 2 junior A there for the Ghost Riders.
Ghost Riders.
You were a hired mercenary. Like the 18.
No. If you've ever been to a Ghost Riders, like,
Dude, Dude, rowdy
game.
as fuck.
It's
They have
like-
a section called
you
the
ever seen
Zoo
Slapshot?
that everybody fucking drinks at.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, like all
That
the
arena,
parents just get like
that arena
super
holds
surly.
like 1,500 people, and 1,500 people go to those games. But anyways, it for me was terrible hockey, so I got traded to Couchiching Terriers.
Couchiching. Where the fuck is that?
It's in Aurelia, so we were sponsored by Casino Rama, that do huge shows now. Yeah, I know you guys are laughing, man.
No, I'm
I'm just trying to be correct in my
I think
info.
that summer I was in Reno. I was
Yeah, so the arena that we played at was right next to Casino Rama in Couchiching, because Casino Rama is in Couchiching, not Aurelia. Whoa. So anyways, Aurelia is kind of close to Muskoka country. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's
I've
like
heard of
Collegeville
it.
and shit. Yeah,
I'm not very educated.
but I was
in the
also a
ways of-
sponsored skateboarder playing junior hockey, which was like a big no-no then
Oh,
too.
really?
Yeah.
You both at the same time.
Yeah, and lots of people look down on that. Like, all my hockey buddies are like, you're a fucking skateboarder? What?
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, so I rode for Globe back then.
They were probably fucking the coach.
Yeah. Or like, do you know those
Gettin
shitty
Hard.
do you know those shitty Ziploc bags? And you try to fuck them with like a little bit of like cream or something?
Oh my fuck! What is going on?
Oh no, I'm just saying.
It's a hockey thing, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, it's an everything
That's
thing,
why
dude.
I
I'm
was
just
always
saying.
creeped out by hockey.
Yeah, sorry, I listen to like a lot of Jason Ellis and just very open shit now on the radio. Rude Jude. Hey, if you haven't listened to Rude Jude, listen to Rude Jude. Yeah, Mark Wahlberg just bought a script for him. He's on Shade 45. He's called Rude Jude. He's awesome. He sounds like a black dude. He's the whitest dude ever. And Mark Wahlberg just bought a script to put it on HBO as the Rude Jude show. So look out for that. That's going to be super funny. He's hilarious, man.
Awesome.
Sorry to promote on something else.
Whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
Hopefully these assholes
guys would
start
love it.
following me and getting hard in Nate's backyard.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Fucking-
all what it's about, man.
It's hard as fuck.
But back to the Ziploc bag thing, I'm just saying you got to use some good lubricant.
Yeah, that's where you lost me. That's
Oh,
right.
yeah. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
If
Well,
it's
just saying.
if it's
Junior A, you say?
Yeah. You were in shower with other dudes? Yeah, okay. That's all making sense now, yeah.
That's a really weird thing about sports.
Yes.
Come play football, Nate. It's like,
Do you
I
promise to
play
smack
bass
my
and I
ass
like
as a
my
coach?
knees.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well. Needless to say, no sports, and I'm sure your knees are still fucked. Dude.
No, they're good.
Really? Oh, mine are
They're
okay.
not bad. I rarely ever have pain from them.
Oh.
Because I wasn't a linebacker at the Silverton Foxes fucking football
program.
Here's a funny story. When I lived in Mission, BC for high school. I moved to Mission, BC when I was like 12. So I did like grade 6, and then grade 7 was high school, grade 8 was high school. And then we moved to Quebec, which was wild. And I did a couple years there. And then I did my last year in Silverton, because in Quebec there was no way I was going to be able to graduate high school because of the French.
Graduating high school? Who does that anyways?
Yeah, no
man?
doubt.
Fuck.
So the first
I graduated. I'm just kidding. I'm saying.
in that
My
last,
dad didn't. Grade 5.
In that last leap to Silverton. You okay, Dave? Okay, good. All right. In that last leap to Silverton, when I went and registered that day with my mom, it was the last year of high school, grade 12. The first guy before a teacher, the secretary was the first person to say hello to me. And then this was the second, but the football coach. He just happened to be walking in while I was registering.
Who's
and he
the new
looks at me,
giant?
and he's like 5'2", but like pretty built, and like shaved head and like hard as fuck. And he's like, "Are you registering here?" And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, "You gonna play football?" I'm like, "Well, I don't know." I'm like, "When's the last time Silverton won something?" And I know it was 1991. They won, I think, state in 91. well, it doesn't matter. We need you on the team, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, I'll think about it. I play music, you know. And then I just kind of led them all on, and then I led all the football players on, and then finally they're like, whoa, are you coming to tryouts? I was like, I got jammed, man. Sorry.
Yeah, only if the coach smacks my ass, man, when I have a good play.
Well, that's whatever. I wanted that.
Yeah, I played hockey.
I wanted that coach so bad, and he didn't want me. I was joking.
I still do play hockey, too.
Yeah?
For Sloth Records.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, every Monday.
Right, but it's not official.
No, it's
I play football with my friends if it wasn't on an official team.
We all get baked, and some of us, I don't because I'm a goalie, but we all get baked, and some of us drink, and we all go out and play shinny, man.
Fuck yeah. Gotta love it. I'm going to take a break for a word from our sponsors. Check out BigNateProductions.com, CalgaryMetalfest.com, and of course, RightHookMics.com. We're back. Mike, tell us about your sponsored skateboarding career.
This one still leaves me
What year?
bitter.
What year's...
well, I first got a shop sponsor when I was 15. But
what year is that?
Ooh, fuck.
92. Oh. Before Kurt Cobain died.
Oh, yeah. No, Plan B had a Mike Carroll Pro model that was the Nirvana cover with the baby and shit.
Huh. Oh,
Yeah.
in utero. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't a Nirvana fan whatsoever. Didn't really dig
I
any
was
of
in
that
the
shit.
8th grade, so it was a big deal.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, and then I got my first. I had a couple kind of how it works in skateboarding is you have a bunch of flow sponsorships where the rep from your city just kind of hooks you up.
Mm-hmm.
So I did Duff's for a little while. I did Independent for a little while. I did Foundation for a little while, just as free stuff, whatever. And then a new company was gonna put a huge amounts of money into a skateboard program called Power, who were they made cheerleading shoes, and a bunch of NCAA runners would wear. The school would be sponsored by Power. So they wanted to make a skate team, and they basically hey, send in your shit, and if we're interested, we'll come meet you face to face and go basically hang out for a day and watch you street skate. And yeah, they did that, and they picked me, and then kind of there everything blew up. I traveled to Florida for the Tampa Am contest and did well there, and then
So that was a big tournament?
yeah, Tampa Am's basically the biggest am comp you can go to in the world if you want to get exposure. And
What's AM?
amateur.
Oh.
Yeah. So they also have Tampa Pro, which is Tampa Professional, which is a big deal as well. But Tampa Am was fucking sick, man. That year, actually, believe it or not, Dustin Charlton got a fucking toilet thrown off because they have a kegger every night before the contest starts in the park.
Yeah, they did.
And a toilet got thrown off the second-story balcony. You can research this, man. You can fucking Google this shit. And it actually hit Dustin Charlton in the head, this fucking toilet. Yeah, dude. Hey, Nance, you should fucking Google that, man. That's a true-ass story. And I was there, and I was, super drunk. They had Pabst fucking kegs there. And, yeah, a bunch of... Yeah, anyways, big industry thing. And I did well, and Power offered me a professional spot. So I skated for Power Shoes professionally. Had, money every month. I was on salary, plus, a bonus program where, if you had made their ads. So my first ad was in Transworld, Thrasher, SBC, Concrete, Maxim. Just they were really trying to go for it, which kind of got my name out there. And then Foundation took sight and gave me a better flow program. So I skated for them for a while. And then Going gave me a pro deal. So they were like, hey, we want to hook you up. And Going was kind of they were huge in the 80s and kind of not so good in the 90s, and they wanted to come back out with a solid team. So it was me, Willie Santos. Anyways, long story short, I became a professional skateboarder and lived off very little money, but ended up moving to Calgary because of it. Power was like, here, man, there's no scene in Toronto really at the time. No offense to Toronto now, they have a huge scene, but at the time it was like the pros were Justin Boekma and I was pro for Power, and there just wasn't much of a scene. So Power was like, here, here's a ticket to Calgary, here's a ticket to Vancouver, because Millennium Skate Park was getting a bunch of publicity back then too, because it was just about to open. And I fell in love with Calgary.
Was it the biggest outdoor in Canada when it opened?
It was the biggest in the world when it opened, but they really fucked it up, man.
Yeah.
Like they didn't. Yeah, they weren't thinking about skateboarders at all, which kind of sucked. But yeah. And then I did that for 3 years, and they promised me a pro model. Kind of fucked me. I designed one. They made the shoe. I wore it for months. Check out Still Down. It was my last like kind of pro part. I split it with Dwight Pinot, who's a legendary Calgary skater who skated for Zero and Circa and like Direct. Awesome. Was pro for many companies. And Frenchie, Jonathan Lachance. And it's my last like kind of farewell, because it blew my knee out right after that. And
oh shit.
Yeah, Power kind of dropped me like a sore fucking bad, or kind of like a bad habit. And the shoe got launched, unfortunately, under a different pro's name, and I'm not going to announce him because I got no beef with him, but it's supposed to be my shoe. I'm supposed to be making tons of money off still.
Wild.
Yeah,
I didn't know
Power
that.
was like carried in like Athlete's World and Foot Locker, and I would be super rich because of that, but whatever. Hey man, shit happens for a reason, and when you hurt yourself in skateboarding or snowboarding or anything else, I'm sure it's like, well, you're fucking no good to us anymore. Here's an email, so peace out. Thanks for your fucking 4 years of nothing.
Yeah.
But who's to be bitter, right, I guess?
Yeah.
Now you listen to my lyrics, and now you kind of understand where a little of them come from anyhow.
We've delved into the mind of a Mike. No, that's fucking wild. That's crazy.
Yeah, I still love skating, though, for sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He's still bored a lot, right?
Yeah, and it's,
Or
man,
skate.
it's not skateboarding that did it to
how
me.
out
It's
of
the
it I
fucking
am.
business, man.
Yeah,
That's-
I
that's-
know. It's like, it's same with the football story.
Well,
It's
no,
like,
and that's
I
truly
play
why-
football with my buddies, but I don't want to fucking play
But
football.
that's truly
under some
why, like,
Nazi.
I'm afraid to let other people be in control of this, man. Like, I trust Corpsey as much as I trust myself, and I don't.
Yeah.
I
You're
want
talking
the
about the record now.
Yeah.
And the
Sorry, I'm
promotion,
pointing at the record. It's just, it's one of those things now where I've learned the hard way from business how business works, man, and it's easier to do it to yourself than somebody do it to you.
Yeah. At least you know you fucked yourself.
And I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm a control freak like that too. I'm sorry, dude, not freak. Well, I call myself a freak.
No,
not
it's-
you a freak. But,
All good.
yeah, same thing happens with Nancy and I in Metalfest. It's like, gotta know what. Anyways, just gotta know what I'm doing, and then everything. It's all my fault at the end of the day. That's the way I look at it. No matter
Yeah,
what
man,
happens,
I just
it's
bought
my
into a
fault.
company, right? So there's always things to be learned, man.
Absolutely.
Like, and if you don't
Forever.
dive in, kind of head first.
And if you don't wanna learn
those battles, man.
If you don't want to learn, you're fucked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People don't really get too far because
No.
they're like, oh, I don't want to learn.
No.
No, they
No.
know everything. So, hey, fine. Well, that was fucking cool. You guys are all hard as fuck. We're getting hard as fuck. Getting hard in Nate's backyard right now. It's technically my side yard, but whatever.
Yard.
Boy.
If it was in the backyard, I think somebody would complain.
Well, yeah, because you'd have a bus parked in the grass.
Over the fire pit.
yeah.
I gotta
keep warm in here.
I got a sweet spot actually coming up. Joni and I got camping spot in Okotoks now.
Oh, nice.
So we're gonna put the trailer out there, and that's where we're gonna film the video.
Oh,
I'm thinking
cool.
of like inviting a bunch of people that want to be in the video, but also kind of take orders as a director, which will be me because I did the last one.
Right.
And yeah,
what song was that for? We should play that. Pull that up, Nancy.
fucking muscle.
No.
from the last album.
Yeah.
Oh, this it was from This Reckless Life, and it was Fighting and Crawling.
Fighting and crawling, yeah. We're gonna listen to that now and check this video out. Stab.Twist.Pull, Fighting and Crawling, because it's fucking awesome. You and Mitch did it, right?
Yeah, so Mitch did all of the filming. So we had 1, 2, 3 cameras if you count the GoPro. We didn't use too much of the GoPro, but he did that. I directed all of it, so I did. Yes, I was the bossy guy for the day, but hey, man, for shit to get done in 6 hours, which is what Bob gracefully gave us to like here, do this for free. You can use Slaughterhouse. I think it turned out awesome, man. And we had Amanda be like kind of the. We kind of wanted to make like a Carrie character from the horror movie Carrie, and we got to like fill her full of blood. It was awesome, man.
Yeah. Fucking A. So we're gonna check this out.
And then Mitch and I did kind of. He did like 60% of the editing, and I did like 40.
Yeah, cool.
It was cool.
You were involved through the whole process.
Yeah. So Mitch is on board again.
Yeah.
For the new one.
Fucking
and he's willing to make it like a weekend kind of, hey, let's all fucking get together. You could bring your kids. It's going to be completely friendly to everybody. It's just kind of our camping area in Okotoks, but we at not night, but at like 7, between 7 and 9, we want to film certain stuff that it's gonna be for pure fucking muscle,
like
and it's gonna be
for
great,
that
man.
lighting.
Yeah,
because
we kind of want to make it like a
summer lighting,
a 70s video. So we'll have people in like 70s gear, and we'll have Russ's van club out there doing burnouts and shit.
Nice.
And we're gonna film that.
That's a cool idea.
Oh yeah, for sure. Don't worry,
Nancy will call all the hippies. She has a horn that she blows, and all the hippies come from 100 miles.
The hippie conch.
I'm gonna have like a bunch of my nephews, my little nephews, who my oldest nephew is obviously like turning 18 soon, but I got some new ones because of my wife. So they're like 2, and he's like awesome, and there's a bunch of kids that will be out there running around, and family's part of it too. It's we're gonna do it for pure fucking muscle, but it's gonna be a lot of fun, man.
Cool.
Kind of bring like the whole scene out to a camping area and make it a weekend too, you know. It's all this record's truly just, we've said it in other interviews, but it's friendship based, man. Just want to like, hey, party, have a good time. You only live once, and make the best you can of it, because lots of people say make the most out of it. I'm like, well, I can make the most out of it in certain ways, but how about you make kind of the best of what you got out of it, you know?
Yeah. And if as long as we're enjoy what you do and all that, fuck yeah, man. I dig it. So we're gonna check this out now. Fighting and Crawling by Stab.Twist.Pull.
From the
And that was Fighting and Crawling by Stab.Twist.Pull from their 2011 record called
This Reckless Life.
Fuck yeah. You did that video with Mitch like we were just talking about. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, man. That was my kind of... I did a Mad Cowboys video for them as well that I
really?
filmed and directed off their... Yeah, I did Drunk Talk, which is... Man, people love that video. If you haven't seen it, you should check that out because it's all me, and it's when the Castle Pub, infamous Castle Pub, was shutting down. So we got one of the last days it was open to film a Mad Cowboys vid. It was the three of them and some of their best friends drinking 4 or 3 bottles of scotch in 3 hours.
That now, yeah.
And
in 3 hours.
Yeah, so we make a pyramid of shot glasses, and it turns out to be like 100 and something shot glasses.
Fuck.
And I directed it and filmed it, and I just had to stay completely sober. And everyone else in that fucking video, that's not faking it. That's them drinking it, man. And yeah, and people after that were like, hey, I want you to do my music video. That was kind of when I was like doing skate videos and making skate videos. And kind of Fighting and Crawling, we'd never had a video before. And Mitch was like, hey, man, he's always been a buddy of mine because he's on my hockey team. He's like, hey, let me help out with that because he works for the Flames and has all these crazy equipment. And yeah, that video turned out, Fighting and Crawling, that is, turned out way better than I ever anticipated, for sure.
Oh, fucking A, man.
Yeah.
Is that when Will Schatz was still in the band?
Yeah, they're still, like, they don't play anymore, but they still are Mad Cowboys as Will Schatz, Dave, and Mike. Like, it's still them, but they all live in different cities, but yeah, you could check Drunk Talk out, Mad Cowboys. That was my first, like, full everything. Filmed it, edited it, directed it.
Fucking
Pretty cool, yeah.
You ever seen Will's tattoo?
He's only got one.
Probably not then.
So he's got, like, knuckle tattoos, but it's across his toes. And it just says, party often.
He's a pretty famous sound guy now, man. He tours with. He's Pack AD's sound guy when they go on tour, which is a lot. And
he toured with High on Fire,
and 3 Inches, and he works in Toronto now as a sound guy, and he's fucking killing it out there. So good on him.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, Will showed me some things early on. It was awesome. I remember Will losing it on me because he's like, you gave me this board, you fucking asshole.
Oh, he lost it on me on... So check this out, man. Nate and I are finishing out watching The Devil's Work, which was kind of a rushed CD for us.
A rough mix.
Yeah, in a rough mix. Just because we were like, hey, man, guys are leaving. Can we pay you this for this? And you were like, fuck yeah, no problem. And we were satisfied with the way it turned out, for sure, man. Like, we were on a budget of this.
Didn't we show Will a rough mix?
Yeah.
Actual mix.
So it was a rough mix, and we're in the car, and it was after a Stetson show or something. You guys were playing, or maybe it was even Mad Cowboys. He's like, there's no fucking guitar tone. And if you ever know Will, it's like, have a bourbon here, have a bourbon there, and one bourbon turns into fucking 10.
At the time, it was a rough mix. It was like not that.
No, you know what it was, man? I think it was, fuck. What was that place called, man, that I did shows at for a little bit? Radio Park.
Radio Park, yeah.
Yeah, that's where it was, man, for sure, because it was Mad Cowboy show, I think. Anywho, yeah, thanks, Will, because now I still remember that. You got no fucking guitar tone. It's because Russ was using shitty stuff. Wasn't playing through quality shit, and now he is, and so anywho.
Oh, yeah, no.
Will just talks the truth, man, which is rad.
Yeah, it's come leaps and bounds since those times, too, just with everything, but... Yeah, so, fucking A. Well, thanks a lot for Getting Hard in Nate's backyard. Fuck, you guys are hard as fuck.
Thank you. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Fucking A. So, go to see Stab.Twist.Pull have their CD release March 7th at Dickens.
If you're in Calgary, and on the 17th of March for the St. Paddy's Day Throwdown. I believe is it the 17th or 18th?
March 17th.
Yeah, it's the 17th. So our good homies, Big James and X's for Ice.
Yeah.
That's a Tuesday?
It's a Tuesday, yeah.
And
St. Paddy's Day Throwdown.
what was the other?
Meta Hat, Liquid.
Renzo Yukin.
Renzo Yukin. There it is. And our homies in Morbidly Depraved.
Renzo Yukin.
Man, check it out. Those dudes just did an audition for the Jared Dines. Check it out. Nancy, you can Google it. The two singers from that band. They fucking crush it. So if you haven't seen that on YouTube, watch those dudes do their audition for Brotherhood, which is...
what would you Google here?
Go the Jared Dines, which is Dines project. And or you could... It's been posted on the page of that event as well, I believe. Man, it's pretty cool.
I believe...
Excuse me.
Pete's actually using the Trooper. No, not the Trooper. What's the drill sergeant?
This is a wrap-up.
The drill sergeant, Right Hook Mike. Yeah, no, they...
For Morbidly Depraved.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Fucking A. So, with that being said, go to righthookmikes.com, go to bignameproductions.com, and go to calgarymetalfest.com. Thanks for listening, everybody. Thanks for getting hard in my backyard. You're welcome. You're allowed to be here anytime. Nancy's computer's exploding.
What happened?
With hardcore. I'm going to play Get the Fuck Off Our Bus again.
Should play Pure Fucking Muscle.
Oh, I should play Pure Fucking Muscle. You know I should. I'm going to do that.
Will be the next
This is our single, probably.
This is your single?
Yeah.
Dude, get the fuck off my bus now and put the other one back in your song.
No. We want ground. Like, we wanted to release 2 songs on this if you're going to do
Pure
it right.
Fucking Muscle.
Yeah.
It's on. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Oh, you
Cheers.
mean where the other one was?
Yeah, and have this as the end.
Yeah. Could you do that? Release, like, instead of having Get the Fuck Off Our Bus, do Grounded, and then the end of that first actual segment, do Pure Fucking Muscle?
Yeah.
I could edit it if you want.
Yeah. We'll do it.
Just to release 2
songs. You're going to hear
songs.
Get the Fuck Off Our Bus right now, but then earlier, you're going to hear Pure Fucking Muscle.
Yeah, which will be our music video.
Fucking A. Thanks for being on the podcast, guys.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Thanks, Nancy.
Thank you.
Bye.
Get the fuck off of our